everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sideline, Doris Burke. Last out for the Clippers. They won that game against the Pistons.
You know, their percentage from long range in that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they took the wind out of their sails with another three-pointer run.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Beverley. And the Clippers, looking who they've got. CP3 at point with Redick there to back. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Bullock in at the three. A shot by Paul, no good.
Chris Paul with the best assist-to-turnover ratio in the league last season. Led the league in steals per game as well for the sixth time in his career. You talk about the impact he has on a game. I mean, those numbers don't lie.
Now, here is Harden following the shot by Chris Paul. And the basket by Harden.
The layup was gift-wrapped right there. I mean, he had a clear path to the basket.
Houston on D. 4-point game. And Chris Paul's strength so underrated. When you talk about his ability, Clark, to protect the ball offensively and create steals at the other end, that plays a big role, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, strength is so valuable, no matter what position you play. And being a smaller point guard, his strength and quickness allow him to always be on balance. You rarely see Chris Paul out of control or off balance. And that's part of his brilliance.
Here's Canaan following the basket by Chris Paul. Canaan gets to Ariza. Pass to Black. Ariza goes in. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Trevor Ariza last season with perhaps the best campaign, Steve, of his 10-year career.
Yeah, he played starters minutes, shot a career-high three-point percentage. I think a lot of it, Kevin, was just the combination playing with good bigs, and then also John Wall's emergence as a great point guard. Ariza had a lot of open looks last year.
All free throws good from Trevor Ariza.
You could say that Ariza was in a contract year, looking for a new contract, playing for a new contract, but he's upped his three-point percentage for 3 straight seasons. It seems he's put in the work to really solidify that part of his game.
Now, here's Redick. He had 10 points in the win against the Pistons in Detroit.
Ariza has always been great shooting threes from the corner. He's diversified a bit. Last season, the highest total of three-point makes in his career. J.J. Redick acquired by the Clippers going into last season. Great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, and a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And Redick, were it not for the injuries, was on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
Here's Canaan. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. The Rockets again can't hit.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And Redick gives to Jordan. Now the dish to Bullock. Feeds it to Griffin. It's tipped. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Nice play to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
I tell you what, guys, if he gets there a fraction earlier, that's a steal.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. That ties the game.
Boy, excellent job there by Paul setting that screen.
For Houston, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Inside, here's Yunus, and it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. They'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
time these two teams face off, it is Battle of Los Angeles. For so long, the Lakers have really owned the city. But the Clippers looking to make up for lost time right now.
And a bit of controversy, guys. Last season, Doc Rivers had the Lakers championship banners covered up for Clipper home games.
I thought it was a smart decision. You got to make it your home gym, and all he did was hang up banners of their own players. A smart move by Doc, and the Clippers will forever be in the Lakers' shadow in LA, regardless of the results of the games.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Harden dishes to Eunice. It's Harden with the drive. Jordan with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. Redick with it, averaging 12 points a game. Ball outside. Into Jordan. No luck. So Houston will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And you look at the box score from that game, guys, and the first thing you notice is how many turnovers they forced.
Yeah, and one thing the box score doesn't show is just how many points came as a direct result of those turnovers. There were a whole bunch of them.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Griffin. Nice yet again, and it's good on the layup. Griffin's got his first points of the night.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Let's go quickly over to Dorisburg for an update.
Well, Kevin McHale gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him how he was going to slow down Blake Griffin in this one, and he told me any way we can. He went on to add that he didn't really have any one answer for Blake because he is such a dynamic player, adding, you see the dunks in the highlight reels, but he can hurt you in a lot of other ways as well. Really, we just have to throw everything we can his way. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's shot by Redick, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Harden gives to Udoh. The feed to Ariza. The pass to Udoh to the left side wing. Dishes it to Ariza. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
I'll tell you what, of all the things they did well last season, maybe the most impressive was sweeping the season series against these guys.
It's blocked. They retain possession. That's good. Redick's got 6.
Well, I doubt that was the plan there on that trip, guys, but they did get the shot to go.
Here's Canaan, defended by Paul. They get it back. Here's Redick. Finished off the break. He's got 8. Here's Canaan, averaging 9 points per contest. Both of these teams battling last year near the top of the conference.
I know it's a little bit of a shame it was so lopsided, but we'll see how things play out this year.
And Jordan with the block. Paul, right side. Now here's Redick. Ariza covering. Pass to Bullock. Out to the right wing. Paul for 3. Eunice grabs the miss. The Rockets have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Pass it to Black. Houston moving it around. Eunice kicks to Canaan. Harden outside. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Houston.
Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
Now here's Griffin. He picked up 15 points in the last win against Detroit.
I thought his rebounding was impressive as well. He made some big boards, really helped out on the glass, helped his team out big time.
Oh. Jordan, the pass to Redick. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Redick's got 10 points.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
You know, there have been talk of the Clippers trading DeAndre Jordan and Kevin Garnett 2 summers ago. The Clippers have to be happy they didn't make that trade. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that aren't made. AG's still getting it done, but Jordan is going to be their center for a long time.
Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers. Now, here is Harden. A 26-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And his shot blocking was a major factor in that game, Kevin. 3 blocks, strong presence in the paint.
Here's Dorsey, and the layup's good off the glass.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Now here's Paul. 23 points his last outing. And James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And Jordan last season, second in total blocks, becoming more vocal defensively, and I thought improved his positioning and recognition as well.
Here's Paul, averaging 19 points per contest, and he gets the bucket.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
Here's Harden, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got his second bucket of the night. And Jordan wears the number 6 in honor to his idol, a good one, Bill Russell.
And, you know, Doc Rivers caught some flack last season for pointing to similarities between their games. Even Jordan says that's a stretch. I think Rivers was just highlighting that Jordan could be truly great as primarily a defensive player, wanting him to really focus on being an elite defensive player.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Now, here is Harden, right now averaging 25 points a game.
Good. He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Los Angeles has gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Paul kicks to Bullock. There's a good screen. To Paul. Pass to Redick. He's looking for Griffin, finds him. And he gets the bucket. And the Clippers lead by 4. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Kicks it out to Ariza. He dishes it to Canaan. Pocket 6. Now, here is Harden. He started closer, and that one's good. Harden's got 8 points.
Well, he's found his game, rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And I think he believes that if he takes some time here to talk things over, it'll be well served for this club.
And, you know, maybe this gives him an opportunity to toy around with some of their game plan while he has their attention during this break in the action.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Garcia, he's checked in for Ariza, for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Isaiah Canaan. And he gets it to go. Farmar's got his first 2 points.
And with the defense playing that well, the double clutch was the only way he was going to get that ball off.
Terry outside. Garcia passes to Papanikolaou. Tips it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up.
Here's Farmar. Davis with a screen on Terry. In the corner, it's Crawford. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Well, Jamal Crawford has proven that no matter what role he plays, just call him buckets. He can flat out put the ball in the basket. You got to give him a lot of credit, though. He does change his game quite a bit depending on if he's coming off the bench or starting. I think that speaks to his IQ.
And as you said with Jamal, a lot of players can't really make that change between being a starter or a sub, but he does it so smoothly in such short time. It really adds a lot of utility to this team.
And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Well, Crawford described it perfectly, Clark, when he said as a 6-man, you have to come in and force yourself into the game. As a starter, the pressure isn't there as much as you can go with the flow.
Yeah, players like him can often do one or the other. Come in firing off the bench or let the game come to you. But rarely can they they assess what the team needs like Crawford does and adjust on the fly so smooth.
Seconds left in the first quarter. Dorsey dishes to Daniels. Hits it from three-point range. Daniels has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. The Clippers in the lead. Now Farmar. Davis sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. He used that pick to get in close. And the Clippers lead by 3.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Daniels kicks to Garcia. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Garcia's got the game tied up here for the Rockets.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Kicks to Farmar. They set the pick. It's a tie game here in Houston. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Coming up Sunday, November 30th, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs go on the road to battle the Boston.
And welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. More action in store as the players get ready to go, having a nice break to get hydrated with Gatorade. And Steve and Clark and I are refreshed and ready to go here as well. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, Steve, Clark, what are your thoughts?
Good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Turkoglu is out there with Davis, and it's Crawford, and there's Farmar. And it's Jordan in at the pivot, manning the middle. Jordan the screen. Back to Crawford. Fires from deep. The Rockets pull it in. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Garcia passes to Tim. He feeds it to Daniels. From 15 feet away, here's Eunice. Jordan with some nice D. Turkoglu kicks to Davis. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. It's Crawford with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Crawford's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Clippers. The Rockets trail.
You know, there's always a little hesitation with newly formed, star-loaded teams. And I wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did. Ended up with the 4 seed out there.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, the Houston Rockets play an up-tempo attacking style of basketball. Last season, the second most turnovers in the NBA and the most three-point attempts. Coach Kevin McHale said, this is a team of home run hitters. They're going to swing sometimes when they shouldn't, but that's who they are. I'm not going to make them bunt. Good philosophy, Kevin.
They're always aggressive, Doris. Thank you. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Rockets made it in as the 4th seed last year. Still couldn't find a way past Portland in the first round. Ended up falling to them in 6 games.
Really, though, it was the start of that series that sent the Rockets as they dropped the first 2. They fought back. It just wasn't.
Yeah, they couldn't overcome that poor start. They They did fight back. It looked like a Game 7 was on the way, but then Damian Lillard, one of the great shots in NBA playoff history, closed things out in dramatic fashion.
Brought you right out of your chair, didn't it?
Oh, big time. That was a great, great shot he made.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim. But smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
The first free throw is good.
Clippers got a lot of road wins last year. Really, it was due to how explosive they could be coming out of the half.
Isaiah Canaan, he's checked in for Jason Terry. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Hawes checked in. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Well, the Clippers, as you say, Clark, ended up with 23 road wins last year, in part because they played so well after the All-Star.
Well, they'll make adjustments, and when you can explode for points like the Clippers can, they're never out of the game. Their brand of veteran experience.
Seems like a nice balance. You're right. That's a good point.
They do have a good healthy balance.
Here's Canaan, defended by Paul. Canaan dishes to Ariza. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Ariza's got 5.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3-ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Paul kicks to Crawford. Jordan sets the pick for Crawford. That's 5 to shoot. Griffin can't get it to go in.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Canaan kicks them on the unit. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 1-point Clipper lead.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. It's paid dividend.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. As many points as they've got in the paint, they really haven't got too much on the perimeter.
Crawford passes to Paul. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Paul's got 10.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play. Dominate.
LA's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So out to the right wing. Jordan with the screen on Ariza. Griffin, no one around him. Again, Los Angeles.
Very effective screen to set up the jumper. That was the key to that play.
He gets trailed by 3. Here's Canaan. He kicks it to Harden. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Black. No good. Good D by Jordan. Clippers leading by 3. Paul dishes to Crawford. Jordan sets the pick for Crawford. Bullock kicks to Griffin. There's the block. Here's Ariza, and down it goes. Done through off a wonderful assist.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great dunk and also a great game we've got here.
Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Here's Canaan. The pass to Black. Canaan, the pass to Ariza. 11 feet away. He's again. Canaan can't hit.
Pretty good defense there. That's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Outside Griffin. Ball outside. Jordan the screen. Bullock kicks to Paul. The Clippers rebound. Crawford outside. Griffin sets the screen for Crawford. Goes up again. The shot no good. And Houston the other way. Harden dishes
exhibition game, not a close game like this.
How frustrated Steve is.
Well, you know what, Kevin? Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And the Clippers making a change here. Redick is checked in. Back to Paul. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by the Clippers. Houston's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
A great job of attacking with the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. They need this one. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Paul's got 12 in the game. Rockets have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second.
Well, Chris Paul breaking Magic Johnson's record last season was 13 double-doubles to start the season. That's points and assists. We're talking about. Anytime you mention in the same breath as a Hall of Famer, that's a pretty good thing.
Joey Dorsey's checked in for Houston. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Hawes is checked in. Now Dorsey. There's the dish to Harden. Up and in on the way. 10 points for him. And Chris Paul finishing last season as the NBA's leader in assists per game. His third time achieving that mark.
Yeah, and he's been in the top 5 in the NBA pretty much since he came into the league. You won't find any better than Chris Paul.
Picked by Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Paul can't get that one to fall.
Defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Harden outside. And it's Houston with another.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now.
Clippers trailed by 5. Here's Griffin. And Hawes kicks to Redick. Stolen by Harden. Here's Canaan. Some solid D from Paul.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And there's the foul against Houston. And here's Griffin. He's got 6. Looking to get back on track here. Oh, tried to dunk it all, but threw the foul, and they'll go to the line.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right. Smart, strong foul there. No and one and no dunks. Blake Griffin has been an all-star from his first season. He came in averaging 22 and 12. It's not always easy to improve on numbers like that, but Griffin, bit by bit, is doing just that.
And Griffin improving offensively. Defense has come slow. He's got short arms, relatively speaking. And that limits him as a shot blocker. But he can do better, avoiding cheap fouls and reacting more quickly in help situations. I'll tell you, with his work ethic, there's no reason he can't get there.
Ball kicks to Redick. Wide open. Shot is off. And it's Houston the other way. And for Griffin, perhaps not quite as ferocious rebounder as he was in his first couple seasons.
But Kevin, still 10 a game or close to 10 a game. That's still a pretty strong number in the NBA. And he did play with the league's leading rebounder, DeAndre Jordan.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Gentlemen, it's interesting that Jamal Crawford has always embraced his 6th man role. He said, quote, nobody wants to come off the bench, but if you're really about winning and sacrifice, then you have to do it. When you bring one of your top scorers off the bench, it gives your team balance. I like that when I check in the game, the other players start getting nervous, and there's no doubting they do, guys.
He can get his shot anytime. Thank you, Doris. Lock at 6. Griffin with some nice D.
Even though he isn't having the best of game from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky
smooth finger roll.
1:35 left in the second quarter. Here's Canaan. Ariza outside. Rebound by the Clippers. Griffin's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bullock. There's a screen. Redick for 3. And he gets it to go. Redick's got it all tied up now for the Clippers.
Very well executed pick. Give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention. And here now on the 2K leaderboard, the best distributors in the league. The point guards with the most assists per game this season. Third is Chris Paul.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. That's not lost on these guys. It's all about team basketball with them.
You know, Steve, the court vision all of these players possess is outstanding. That, to me, is the most important attribute an effective point guard can have, and they all have it in spades.
Top of the key. Griffin passes to Paul. No good off the back of the rim. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Passes it to Black. Ariza outside. Here's Canaan, defended by Paul. Back to Ariza. That's good. Ariza's got 11 points.
Looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
Paul with the ball. 14 points for him. Here's Bullock. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. Rockets lead by 2. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Doc, as we get into the second half, what do you expect to see from this offense you're facing tonight?
Well, they're moving the ball. They're just playing to the hot end, and we got to expect that. So let's not let anyone get hot. That would be nice.
Coach, thanks for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. What they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the third.
Looking at the game for Paul, he's got 14 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too. So they have to close out on him quicker. It should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. Then there's Yunus. Then there's Isaiah Canaan. And it's Black in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Canaan dishes to Harden. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
James Harden with those rush hour handles, whether it's breaking his man down in isolation or running the pick and roll, he keeps that thing on the string.
And Harden, a left-hander. Defenders tend to have more trouble, it seems, guys, with softballs.
Well, especially with Harden because of how crafty he is. He's got that Manu Ginobili Euro move, the change of speed, change of direction, and then the strength. I mean, that's what separates him. He draws contact and seems to just go right through play. James Harden with the most famous beard in the NBA. In fact, he leaves his barber in charge of trimming it, so you can give him all the credit, or maybe the blame, depending on how you look at it.
Paul kicks to Redick. Jordan with a screen on Harden. Back to Paul. Releases. Gets to the corner and buries it. Paul's got 5 points now this quarter. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Great matchup. I mean, these two teams really match up well talent-wise.
opportunity, but clearly he's embraced his new leading role in Houston.
And he says as much himself. He looks at the Rockets as his team, and you can see it in his demeanor on the court. With that leadership comes responsibility, and we keep ready to continue to step into this.
Left side, Griffin. Jordan sets the pick for Griffin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Paul. Udoh grabs the miss. Udoh has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Canaan, the vast to Black. Canaan kicks to Harden. And Houston again with the bucket.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Feeds it to Bullock. Jordan the screen. Off the screen. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bullock.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And there's the feed to Ariza. Back to Harden. That's good. Harden's got 20 points.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Clippers trailed by 3. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Now that's an aggressive play, trying to get that rebound. Maybe a little too aggressive.
And it was totally unnecessary, Steve. He was in no position to get to that ball. He should have just conceded.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his 1st foul. Here's Canaan, defended by Paul. Cannot hit.
Now still a great start to the half. They're hitting their first 3 even before that miss.
Here's Redick. And the shot is long. Rockets leading by 3. There's the pick. Canaan dishes to Ariza. Pass to Black. Paul with the steal. Here's Bullock. Ariza covering. Pass to Paul. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Paul's got 21.
That's his brand of basketball, and he plays it as well as anyone. As we get into crunch time, they need him at his best.
It's Ariza on the wing. Harden outside. 3-pointer. That drops. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Everything working for him out of the half, and they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Los Angeles calls timeout. Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Bart, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. This is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Jason Terry, he's checked in for Canaan. Griffin passes to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And the Rockets show great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden, and of course, contract Dwight Howard in free agency too.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
I'll tell you, the other thing, guys, is the mid-range shot has been something that's really worked well for them tonight.
Turkoglu's checked in for Blake Griffin.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry. But make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. Exciting times, and certainly in store in Houston.
Now here's Paul. He's got 23. Can't connect from short range.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time. He's just been the man since the started this quarter. Just a tremendous period of basketball for him.
Clippers trailed by 6. Now Redick, 13 points in the game. Kicks it out to Paul. Jordan with the screen on Terry. Redick for 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. Houston leading by 6. Here's Monty Eunice. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Crawford drives in. Monty Eunice grabs the miss. Monty Eunice has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Harden, no good.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions.
They get the rebound. Paul kicks to Crawford. Jordan with a screen on Harden. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. James Harden, number 1.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opponent's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up there on the steals list.
Yeah, he enjoys those challenges. He loves them, as a matter of fact. I mean, he wants those tough assignments, and he is really active defensively.
Now here's Monty Eunice, defended by Turkoglu. It's Harden with the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. He has 7.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together as a unit that's led to that.
Paul against Terry. Paul dishes to Jordan. Shot to end this full run, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Jordan alongside Blake Griffin, maybe the best game dunker in the league. He has the ability to make spectacular plays every time he gets near the rim.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
Well, it definitely was a disappointing part of his game this year. Not the numbers he was hoping for from the strike.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Davis comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Farmar in for Chris Paul. And for DeAndre Jordan, caught between his length and his leaping ability. Playing an 11-foot, 12-foot rim.
I tell you, when I've watched him play, there are times when it seems as though he's overwhelming that 10-foot pass. It really does look that way.
Rockets leading by 5. Daniels passes to Terry. Dishes it to Daniels. From 10 feet out. And yes, sir, that one drops. Daniels has got 5 points so far.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
Yeah, that's 4 straight trips, guys, where their passes have ended up in scores. 4 straight assists. Great team play.
Jordan with a screen on Terry. Here's Farmar. The shot is good. 11 points in the game.
I'll tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
And there's Terry. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Daniels kicks to Monty Eunice. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Crawford. Davis sets a screen. It's Crawford with the drive. Kicks it out to Turkoglu. Crawford outside. Davis setting the pick for Crawford. Goes back up. That one's in there. Pocket lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Davis. Houston's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. That drops.
You gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
Yeah, that was your game, Clark. Pound it inside and take the ball right to the defense.
That's what I tried to do, man. I knew my limitations.
Jordan with a screen on Terry. In the corner, it's Crawford. And that one comes up a bit short.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Terry the pass to Papanikolaou. He dishes it to Moniunas. Houston moving it around. Kicks it to Daniels. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Garcia against Turkoglu. And he gets it to go. Rockets lead by 3. Now a timeout called by Houston. And the Rockets making a change here. Dorsey's checked in. Spencer Hawes is checked in for the Clippers.
And a chance here to see where the Clippers sit in the NBA statistically right now. 3rd in field goal percentage, 5th in three-point shooting. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
Well, to me, the name of the game is putting the ball in the basket when all is said and done. You look at those shooting numbers that you just talked about, that makes this team really difficult to defend. They're getting smart offensive possessions time and time again. And when you get high percentage shots and you knock them down, it's really tough to beat.
Dorsey, Hawes with the rebound.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that's how.
Crawford kicks to Turkoglu. Crawford outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Spencer Hawes, an early candidate last season for most improved player, but his hot shooting steadily tailed off, Steve, with the Sixers last year.
Yeah, month after month, you know, his field goal percentage and three-point percentage has dropped. But I thought he found new life when he was traded to the Cavs. Remember, when you're on a bad team, you're losing night after night. It can be disheartening. I think that might have been some of what we saw with Hawes and his numbers declining.
The Clippers trail. 1:44 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. That's good.
How about that? Gets it off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
And Daniels up top, guarded by Crawford. Daniels kicks to Terry. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. Terry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Clippers trail by 3. 1:03 left to play here in the 3rd. Crawford outside. Davis setting the pick for Crawford. Here's Farmar. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Houston's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Terry dishes to Garcia. He feeds it to Daniels. Terry outside. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Garcia. For the 3. There's the bucket. Good. And now a 6-point Houston lead.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
It should be easy to correct, though, if you start making the right rotations defensively.
Farmar passes to Turkoglu. No good off the pick. To the left wing. Shoots from 12. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. The Rockets on top. They're up by 6. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter for you.
Tune in next Thursday, December 4th. Anthony Davis and the New Orleans Pelicans go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
The candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the finish, guys, this is where you know you are right on the money with that pass. Look at that. Perfectly timed.
Rockets leading by 6. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. CP3 at point with Redick there at the back. Griffin at the 4 with Hawes at the 5. And it's Bullock in at the 3 spot.
One thing with the Rockets that makes them so explosive is just how efficient they are in transition. They rarely miss out on an opportunity when they have a chance to put the defense on its heels.
You know, with the Rockets, it isn't that they're getting layups. It seems more often than not they're getting and one plays on their fast breaks, and that's an extra bonus there.
And both free throws good for James Harden. Rockets knew how to convert fast break chances, as you said, Steve. It's a big part of their game.
Well, they're a terrific ball handling team, top to bottom. That allows them to get anyone the ball in transition and just fill lanes. It makes converting those fast breaks a lot easier.
That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Bullock.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Ariza has the open look. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Clippers should be reasonably well, 45%. Bullock, good.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Canaan takes to Harden. Goes up to the stripe, and that's good. Harden's got 17 now, just in the second half.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Ball outside. Now the pass to Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
You know, it's interesting to look at the relationship between Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. Blake, the unquestioned top dog until CP3 arrived 3 seasons ago, and Paul, of course, such a vocal leader. I think it's taken them some time to find balance in that dynamic.
And Griffin, you know, not quite as outspoken, doesn't get into teammates like Chris Paul does, but he is becoming more of a vocal leader, and that's a process, guys. It doesn't happen right away. He may focus more on encouragement rather than giving marching orders like CP3, but he is embracing that leadership role, which is a good sign.
Lets it go from deep, and again it's the Rockets from deep.
He's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Clippers trailed by 8. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Now here's Redick. He started close. Got the ball. Rocket 6. Out left to the wing. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And Doc Rivers said coming in, one of his goals was to help Griffin really solidify his standing as one of the league superstars along with CP3, with the emphasis certainly on defense.
Well, and I think Doc has accomplished that. Griffin has accomplished that. He's gotten much better in terms of his offensive weapons, his defensive awareness, just his command of a double team when he sees that. Griffin has become a true superstar, no doubt about it.
Canaan, the best, Black. Now here's Ariza, guarded close. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Rocket lead.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
Yunus is checked in for Houston. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He really wants them to try to push the tempo here. See if they can get a few easy buckets in transition, saying, listen, we're playing station to station right now. Let's try to catch them off guard, guys. Let's see if they can do exactly that, Kevin.
Harden gets to Yunus. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. The dish to Redick. Jordan with a screen on Harden. And Redick kicks the ball. Oh, good on the triple. Rockets leading by 10. Canaan dishes to Ariza. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Ariza's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside
inside the paint area.
The defense has to make an adjustment. They've got to string together some stops, or at the very least, try to force this team into some bad shots.
This is it to Bullock. There's the triple, and that one's good.
And his confidence has come back since halftime after really a rough first 2 quarters.
Houston's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. Black, guarded by Jordan, feeds it to Montejunas. Canaan kicks to Montejunas. Back at 6. Here's Harden. Misses off the right eye. Clippers trailed by 9. Here's Redick. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Montejunas.
Some fantastic numbers for Redick. 15 points. And what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
Yeah, to watch him spread the ball around, get everybody involved is a thing of beauty.
The first one falls. And both free throws good for Redick.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
With it. The feet to Canaan. Back to Harden. Over to the left wing. Montejunas, no luck.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Ball outside. And the rejection by Harden. Griffin. Here's Canaan in the corner. Harden from 10 feet out. Carries the jump shot. Harden's got 31. Clippers trailed by 9. Pass to Redick. Jordan with the screen on Harden. And Redick kicks to Paul. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Redick. 26 points for Chris Paul. Rockets have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter.
The Clippers had really good depth at the guard position. Last season, their lack of depth along the front line was a real problem. One they hope has been solved this season.
Here's Canaan. Houston moving the ball around. Montejunas passes to Canaan. Moves back up. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
They've been getting way too many high percentage looks close to the basket. And I'll tell you what, when they're getting them, they're converting.
You know, the play in the paint, an aspect of this game that has gone entirely their way.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through James Harden. Coach said the first thing they should be thinking about is getting the ball in his hands and letting him lead the way on each and every possession. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Clock at 4. Ariza passes to Black. Great D that time from Jordan.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Outside Griffin. Goes up off the pick. And he slams it one-handed.
Boy, the shots finally dropping for them in bunches. And I'll tell you what, the complexion of this game has totally changed.
You know, that kind of offensive eruption was the only thing that was going to get them back into this one.
It's Harden with the drive. Pass to Montejunas. This is to Ariza. Baseline J on the way. Up against the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Trevor Ariza showing increasing comfort with his outside. Always real presence. Syracuse defense, long and athletic, able to guard multiple positions.
And for Ariza, Clark, a great rebounder. And we know he's a ball hawk defensively.
Yeah, he really is, Kevin. He gets his steals, but doesn't pick up cheap fouls. I mean, he stays in good defensive position and picks his spots. And I think he does a good job of controlling his opponent's tendency. And don't forget, he's an underrated passer. This guy has a pretty solid all-around game.
Houston's glad they got it.
I bet.
Ball outside. Elbow shot. Here's Griffin. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for two.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they chase down that pumpkin off.
Harden dishes to Manius. Out to the wing. Canaan gets to Manius. It's Harden with the drive. On deep. Ariza no one.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just one three-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
Bullock, good.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's key this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Harden outside. To the inside. Off the pass to Manius. Kicks it to Harden. Outside Ariza. And the shot is long.
I thought he'd make that one. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Here's Griffin. Offensive rebound. And the pass to Bullock. Griffin a screen on Ariza. Here's Bullock. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Canaan dishes to Manius. He feeds it to Canaan. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 4.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip.
But that's the way you've got to go. If you have good position, you've got to get after it. Go for that second chance opportunity.
Here's Redick. A stupendous finish in traffic. Redick's got 6 here in this quarter.
It seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
1:56 left to play here in the fourth. Harden kicks to Canaan. It's Ariza on the wing. This is it to Black. A beautiful reversal.
Guys, that time you went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And the Clippers all time here. They're down by 4. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Griffin sets the screen for Paul. He dishes it to Redick. Good ball over here by the Clippers. Here's Griffin, and they convert it last on attempt number 3.
Well, those are key baskets. And we know who can deliver down the stretch.
Houston in the lead. And taken away by Paul. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. Stolen by Harden. Ariza against Paul. Here's Canaan. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
He hasn't really done much on the offensive end. He's worked within the team concept to help them get the lead. He's done some other things other than scoring to help his team get the lead here.
1:03 left in the game. And it's Paul missing.
I don't like throwing up long-range threes in this part. You've got to get better looks to try to close this gap.
Ariza passes to Harden. Canaan dishes to Ariza. Lets it go from 14. Can't hit. And the Clippers will come the other way. And a big mental mistake as they get called for the timeout. Only 9 remaining. And they're going to pay
shot, and that's a big blunder there.
I know it happened to you often, so it's surprising to see that happen even now when these coaches just hammer away coming out of these breaks. How many they've got left? Usually they have a much better grasp of where they stand in terms of timeouts.
Yeah, I had a tendency to lose my focus.
You did. It's embarrassing, wasn't it? To this day, you're Steve. Don't take off the headset.
Get out of here. Oh, Kevin, you ran him away, huh? Steve, I know you never lost your focus, but you know what? That is a classic example. Not knowing the timeout situation is what we call a major brain fade. Simple as that.
Lets it go. It's rebounded by Houston. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two. And no good is the first free throw, missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he ends up making the second, and that stretches their lead to 8. And here's Turkoglu. All alone. And Farmar gets it to go on the assist from Turkoglu. And now we've got the intentional foul. Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Bullock. Ball kicks to Crawford. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? That's just an awful turnover.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And now let's go over to Dorsey on the sideline for an interview with the Jordan player of the game. Dorsey, take it away.
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We just got to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing. It was unbelievable.